like to introduce some of the grade 8 and 9 students
performing the play Not Your Daddy's Christmas Carol.
Can I help you find your seat? Here you go. First time on an airplane, and we're flying first class. It's like an early Christmas gift.
How lucky we got upgraded. Look at all this room.
Well, Tina, are you okay sitting over there with Auntie? Yes, I want to sit with her. And look, I have a window seat.
Could I have a magazine and headphones, please?
Of course.
Are you vacationing in Cancun?
We have family there. We wanted to be together for the holidays.
That's wonderful.
And you?
A vacation. Hello, headphones?
Yes, thank you.
Stewardess,
Hello, I'm your flight attendant. How can I help?
there's someone in my seat.
Am I in the wrong?
I'm sorry, can I see your boarding pass, please?
I couldn't find my glasses.
It's no problem. You're just one over in the middle seat.
Couldn't find her glasses. Yeah, right. How convenient.
An honest mistake, Mr. Neely. Can I get you anything?
Yes, 3 blankets.
Welcome back to Holiday Airlines Flight 1225 from San Francisco to Cancun, Mexico. This is Captain CJ Dickens in Austin cockpit. Ho, ho, ho! Is my co-pilot Captain Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Did you hear that? Santa's on display.
Oh, honestly, am I the only adult on this plane?
Here's your 3 blankets, Mr. Neeser. Auntie, I'm cold.
Can we please have a blanket too?
I'm sorry, we're out. Maybe Mr. Neeser could share one of his blankets?
No, you snooze, you lose.
We now request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. That includes you, Mr. Ebenezer, in seat 1C.
Oh, come on. I fly all the time. I've seen this presentation a million times. Stewardess, are you reporting back to them?
I see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake.
Very funny. Taylor, it's Evan. Our profits are down. We have to downsize. I need you to fire 30 workers first thing tomorrow. I know it's Christmas Eve. Doesn't matter. We're a business, not a charity. Hold on, Taylor. What are you all looking at?
Nothing. Sorry to bother.
We're looking at you.
Is this your first time in first class? You don't stare at people in first class.
I'm not altogether sure you fit under the category of people.
Who do you think?
Alright, sir, please hang up so I can have your full attention.
Alright, okay. Taylor, I'll call you back.
Thank you, Mr. Ebenezer, in seat 1C.
I think it makes Spider-Man. I don't like it.
When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt.
Really? I thought it meant to the exit in a panic.
Insert the metal fittings one into the other and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience turbulence.
Attendants and crew, prepare for takeoff. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our cruising altitude of 37 feet. The seatbelt sign is off. If you look to the right side of the plane, you can see the Pacific Ocean.
I only see land, Auntie.
The ocean's on the other side.
Oh!
It's just turbulence, nothing to worry about.
That was fun.
Hello, folks. This is your co-pilot speaking. That little bit of turbulence was caused by what looks like an airborne sleigh being pulled by 9 reindeer.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Bah, humbug.
Mr. Neeser, don't make me turn the plane around.
Oh, grow up. There is no such thing as Santa Claus.
No, Auntie, is that true?
Why would you say that?
I can see the ocean now.
Ho, ho, ho. Now then, William, you made Pilot turn this plane around.
Is that Santa?
What are you talking about?
Ho, ho, ho. I'm your co-pilot, Captain Santa Claus.
I think it's Santa.
Hello, little Tina. Now, passengers, this man, Mr. Ebenezer, has caused us to turn this plane around. We're going to be making an unscheduled stop on our way to Cancun.
What? No. Why? I've got an appointment in Cancun first thing tomorrow morning.
This man, Ebenezer, has a lot of money. He owns a very successful company, but he has a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone. No second thoughts will frame people right before Christmas. Not at all. He's a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, sarcastic, flippant, selfish young man. Hard and sharp as flint. The cold within him knows no bounds. So with that in mind, we're going to be making a little detour. We're going to be flying to the Gobi Desert, Mongolia to drop off this man, Ebenezer,
Wait, you're dropping me off?
in the Gobi Desert. The place as cold and arid as your soul, Mr. Neezer. Ho, ho, ho!
Folks, if you look out, you can see the Gobi Desert.
Look, Auntie.
The Gobi Desert?
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up as we make a low pass local time in the Gobi Desert at 3 a.m. The temperature is minus 17 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's pitch dark down here.
No, I can't. I'll freeze to death. So cold. So cold.
Oh, now? You should have asked. I would have given it to you.
Don't be silly, Mr. Neezer. You won't freeze to death. There are herds of Mongolian wild boars down there that will gore you to death long before you're frozen.
No, I don't want to be gored by a Mongolian wild boar. Why? Why is this happening?
The time has come, Mr. Neezer. Here's your parachute. It's inside the backpack.
No, I don't know how to. Leave me alone.
I'll help you put it on. Jump! Jump! Jump!
No, I can't. No, no, no.
Mr. Neezer, wake up, Mr. Neezer.
I don't want to jump. You can't make me.
Mr. Neezer.
I won't jump.
Mr. Neezer, you're having a bad dream.
Really? It was a dream? I was sleeping?
Yes.
So no one is yelling at me to jump?
No!
Then why is this hat on my head? I remember taking it from her. And if it was just a dream, then why is it on my head?
I put it on your head because you kept saying you were cold.
And you gave me your hat, even though I wanted to turn my blankets? Why?
Because it's the spirit of the season, and as a fine writer, Charles Dickens once said, we are all fellow passengers to the grave. Not one of us are race or creature bound on other journeys.
Hello, my fellow passengers. Yes, you are all my fellow passengers through this life route. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Belle from San Francisco.
That's right, lovely to meet you. And you are?
I'm Carlos.
I am his wife, Frida.
Frida, Carlos. Nice to meet you. I don't know how long I was asleep, but I'm here. And no one made me jump from a plane. And you gave me your hat. Thank you. Stewardess? No, I mean flight attendant. Flight attendant. Such beautiful words. Oh, I'm a horrible person, but I'm changing. I can feel it. Thank you for everything. Oh, what's this? There's something in my eye. It's a tear. It's a little tear coming out of my right eye. A tear of joy, perhaps? Here, little Tina, take this blanket. And this one. And this one. Oh, this feels great. To give something to someone. Hey, I know. Let me take all of you out to dinner.
Well, we have a lot of family to take care of. Sisters, brothers, grandmothers, grandpas.
All of them are invited. All. And you too, Belle. More the merrier. Speaking of Merry Christmas. And little Tina, of course there's a Santa Claus.
Of course there is. I knew that. The pilot has turned the seatbelt sign. We will be landing in about 20 minutes.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
We are here to introduce the grade 2 and 3 class performing. We wish you a Merry Christmas using the bar orff instrument. We would like to introduce the grade 2 and 3 class singing Away in a Manger.
We would like to introduce some reindeer from the grade 8 and 9 class.
Performing a reindeer interlude called Worst Stage Crew Ever.
Look at me. Wow, I'm on fast reindeer.
We're not supposed to talk, Dasher. We're stagehands.
Why can't we talk while we work? I bet you the audience loves us reindeer.
We're supposed to be, we're not part of the show, we're supposed to be invisible.
As if I could be invisible, I prance like a show horse.
The stage manager is going to be really mad.
I'm Dancer. I'm made for the spotlight. I'm too fast for the spotlight. I'm Dasher. Dash, dash. Hey, what's wrong with Thunder? Thunder, what's wrong? Nothing.
Come on, Dunder. We're in the middle of a show here.
Spit it out, Thunder.
Leave me alone.
Vixen, Vixen, I'll handle this. Thunder, Dunder dear, look at me. Look at me. Now, tell me what's wrong.
What's going on out here? The show's come to a grinding halt. Not my fault, Rudolph. I was going as fast as I could.
I moved a chair all on myself.
It's Dunder.
So moody. As your stage manager.
Why do you get to be stage manager?
Yeah, Rudolph. Why do you get to be stage manager while we're stuck back here moving furniture?
You know how dark it is backstage. I'm the only one with a glowing nose, so it's a safety issue. Just like that one Christmas when I, Rudolph, led the way through the fog to get the gifts to the children.
He always finds a way to bring that up.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes of fame. It's over, Rudolph. Santa has headlights now. Just ignore that. Tony K. Rudolph. As your stage manager, if we can't get the next scene rolling in 2 minutes, I'm going to report you all to the union. Which union? Stagehand union or the reindeer union? Both. Now let's pick up and move on. Now see if we invite you to more reindeer games, Rudolph. Well, that's just hurtful.
Rudolph.
Well, that's just hurtful. You know I've never been invited to any of your reindeer games.
Vixen, Vixen, that was uncalled for.
But he's so bossy.
He's a stage manager, that's his job.
Come on, Dunder. What's going on with you? Get it together.
Nothing's wrong.
Okay.
Come on, Dunder, what is it?
Nothing.
Dunder?
My name is stupid.
No, it isn't, your name is Dunder.
I know that. I mean, the name Dunder is stupid. Dancer, crasher, dancer. Right away, you know they're exciting and fast. Blixen, his name means lightning. Vixen, she plays tricks on people like a fox. And Cupid, you shoot arrows at people's behinds.
No, I don't. I'm a reindeer. I'm named after Cupid, the Greek god of love with the bow and arrow, because I'm friendly and affectionate. I mean, do you see what else over here trying to comfort you?
No.
It's not that they're bad reindeer. It's just that they're, reindeer.
Reindeer who don't respect me at all because my name is Dunder. It rhymes with blunder.
And Cupid rhymes with stupid. Do you hear me complaining?
It rhymes with plunder and asunder. My name's even part of an insult. I mean, Dunderhead. Where'd that even come from?
Okay, so ignore my pain? Alright then, listen. Dunder's my poem written in the 1800s called A Visit from St. Nicholas. You were named after Thor, the Norse god of thunder.
I was?
Yes, thunder is close to the word thunder in Dutch.
This changes everything. Listen up, reindeer. I'm Thor, god of Asgard.
Where's your hammer?
Where is my hammer?
Just because you're named after Thor...
I demand to know where my hammer is.
I don't know, backstage, probably, somewhere.
Rudolph, give me my hammer.
Cupid, what have you done?
That might have been a mistake. Oh dear.
Which one of us are you talking to?
Let's get backstage so the show can go on. Audience, you're the witness. It was me, dancer, team player right here. Get off the stage!
We are here to introduce the grade 4 and 5 class, performing Up on the Housetop using bar Orff instruments. We would like to introduce the grade 4 and 5 class singing Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing and the bushes of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time! It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time. Go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling beat. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock.
We would like to introduce the grade 8 and 9s.
Reindeers in an interlude called Thor's Hammer.
To me, hammer. Hammer. To me, hammer. Hammer.
What's Thunder doing?
Thor had a magic hammer that always came back to him.
Yeah, you can even use it to fly.
But Thunder's not Thor. He's Thunder, and we can already fly.
I blame Cupid.
Oh sure, blame the one who reaches out and tries to help.
Hammer. Take me up to Asgard. Take me up, hammer. 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 Take me up.
And we need to understand just how appropriate the word Dunderhead is.
What's going on out here?
I blame Cupid.
Yeah.
Hey, that is not fair.
Just enter the next scene and get off stage. Next is a story that takes place once upon a time.
In a land far to the north,
On the 5th day of Christmas, saves a kingdom.
We would like to introduce the grade 6 and 7 class.
Performing the play The 5th Day of Christmas.
shake my fist at Queen Fredegund, taking all this wheat and corn and barley from the starving villagers.
There's plenty of food in the castle kitchens. Why don't we have 2 kitchens just to hold all the food? And it's Christmas time. Why is the kingdom come to?
This never would have happened under King Aethelfred. He was kind and good.
Don't use the past tense like he is kind of good.
Yeah, but we don't know where he is, though I have my suspicions. I'm watching you, Queen Fredegund. What's this? Are you congregating?
No, not congregating.
3 people standing around. That's congregating.
No, we're just resting. It's my fault, really.
Congregating is everyone's fault, but according to my new decree, it's illegal.
We are sorry, Your Highness.
Stop talking! Stop and drop! Not the sacks! Bodies to the floor! Prostrate yourselves before your queen! There. Was that so hard?
It was sort of hard on my knees.
Get up! Prostrate does not mean lie on the ground long enough to take a nap. Were you napping?
How could anyone sleep on this cold, hard...
Silence! Who are you again?
I'm Gustav.
I was King Aethelfred's personal servant. I practically raised him. He never made us lie on the cold, hard ground. Yes, but he's not here now, is he? No, he's gone. I'm here, your queen.
Where is the king, if you don't mind my asking?
I do mind.
You mind my asking?
Yes, I do mind. Very much. It is none of your business, sir, person. Now, get out. All of you. And send in my advisor, Hedda.
You called for me, Your Most High Majesty?
How did you get here so fast? We just left that way.
And I was over there, waiting like you told me to in case you needed me.
Hedda, have the people gotten used to me yet?
Well, since you've been queen for almost a year, I would say yes, Your Majesty. They are getting used to you.
And do they like me? This long pause doesn't bode well. Speak.
All right, the people have a deep antipathy toward you. They love their king, and they love their old queen too. May she rest in peace. But for you, they have a deep antipathy.
A deep antipathy, you say? Antipathy. Antipathy. So they feel bad for me.
No, Your Highness. That would be sympathy.
Do they feel my pain?
No, my queen. That's empathy.
Well, antipathy isn't necessarily a bad thing, is it?
Oh my, yes. It is always a bad thing. It means they can't stand you. They have a deep dislike. They loathe you. I've heard it said you make them want to puke up their guts and tie them into a lariat so they can pick you up and toss you clear out of the kingdom.
Antipathy? How dare they have an antipathy? I'm the one with all the powers. It will be me throwing them out. I look forward to that.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
A partridge in a pear tree.
What's this?
It is traditional for the village choir to sing for everyone in the castle.
Well, I suppose we should get it over with then. Come in. How festive you all look. All right, sing.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
A partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Sing along with us if you know the words. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
How long can this possibly go on?
Well, there are 12 days of Christmas.
Great. We're not even halfway there. Continue if we must, but speed it up, will you?
On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Stop, stop, stop.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Stop singing. Stop. And drop. Not the pagans, you fools. Your bodies. Drop to the floor. Why does no one in this kingdom understand the respect that should be shown towards royalty? Singing people, get up, get out, go. What are they waiting for?
they're singing. Oh, you're waiting for gifts, are you? Well, I have something very special for each of you. How about I let you keep your heads attached to your necks so that you can go to sing another day? How about that? That offer of keeping your heads ends in 5 seconds. In other words, if you don't get out, heads will fly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those singing fools gave me an idea, and it's brilliant. 5 gold rings. I like gold. No, I love gold. All the villagers are complaining that we're not in the Christmas spirit. What if I issue an edict under the name of King Ethelfred that we want all the gifts from the 12 days of Christmas delivered to the king and queen? But the king is missing and pursued. Stop talking. 6 geese a laying, 7 swans a swimming, 8 maids a milking. We'll send out an edict that we want all these things. But how will the people of the village be able to send you all these things? Exactly. It's the perfect distraction so they'll stop asking me questions about the king. Go bring back the servants. 9 ladies dancing, 10 lords a leaping, 11 pipers piping, and 12 drummers drumming. Very energetic. I know. I'll turn them all into serfs. You can't have too many unpaid workers. Hedda, tell them about the wonderful idea you just had. My wonderful idea? Yes, you know, the one about the villagers giving gifts to their king and queen.
But where is the king?
Stop talking, old man.
I shake my head at her.
The villagers are to procure all the gifts mentioned in the song 12 Days of Christmas and present them to the queen and the king, wherever he is.
You have until 1 week from today. If I don't get my gifts, I'll banish 1 member from each family in the kingdom. Come along, Hannah. I feel so full of Christmas spirit now. Let's sleigh ride through the village. Hurry, I'll need my furs.
But you sold the horses to pay for your furs, remember?
It's fine. There's plenty of villagers. We'll have them pull the sleigh.
People? You're going to have people pull us in a sleigh through the freezing snow?
Don't be jealous that you didn't think of it first. Now, come along.
If only the king were still here, he would never think of banishing his own people or using people to pull his sleigh. And all those gifts, a pear tree, a partridge, calling birds, French hens, turtle doves, that's 10 birds in just the first 4 verses. 5 gold rings, strings made of gold, how do we get those? We can barely feed ourselves.
Wait.
What?
No, it would never work. Unless...
What?
Unless it works. I'm shaking with excitement, but we'll have to hurry. To the village. Let's go.
The kitchens are this way, Gustav.
Stop.
Hammer, come to me, Hammer! Not now, Dunder. We have to do this. These days pass quickly. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Do you think there's any suspense left to this? Just do it. Day 6.
Day 7. Today's the day that all gifts must be delivered.
Bum, bum, bum. Ow! Hammer, come to me. Hammer, Hammer! Dunder! Uh-oh. You're in trouble now, Dunder. Come on, Hammer!
Dunder, it's never gonna take it. No, Dunder. Wait, what did I say? Dunder, it's never coming back, and we'll never take it Asgard.
Just once I'd like it to come back. Just once. So I can feel like a superhero.
But you're not Thor, and that's not Thor's hammer.
But you're a reindeer, and you pull side to side. That's a big deal, Dunder. You're here to children all over the world. I guess. I just wanted to see how it felt to be Thor. Oh, well.
They had one job. Come out here, read the sign you're holding, and exit. Nobody said drop the signs on the floor. Worst stage crew ever.
And what's this?
Dear Rudolph, you're invited to our big annual Ranger Games the day after Christmas, and we'd like you to be a team captain.
come through.
Hey, what's the holdup?
Oh, sorry, nothing. We go now. Back to the castle.
Today's the day I get my Christmas gifts.
Are you sure about this, Your Highness?
Yes, those people need to be taught a lesson. Those gold rings are going to look beautiful on my fingers. Ooh, or even better, maybe they'll be gold bracelets.
Merry Christmas, Your Highness. Here's a partridge. And here's a pear tree.
The rest of the birds are in the Great Hall.
A pear tree in a pot. Great. Take the partridge and the turtle doves and the French hens and the calling bird straight to the kitchens. I'm sure it'll be tasty indeed.
You're going to cook that?
Stop talking. Let's skip straight to the 5 gold rings, shall we?
In the pear tree, Your Highness?
Take it to the kitchens as well. We'll use it for garnish. Gustave, bring me the 5 gold rings now.
Gladly, Your Highness. Nothing would give me a greater pleasure than to bring you 5 gold rings.
He is so slow. I've got to get rid of him.
But he's been with the king for... You know what? Never mind, Your Highness. You're just going to do what you want.
It's time.
Ahoy, mateys, here to weed from the briny deep. You plan up his got some grog?
What's going on?
Ye best give us some of your best grog, or we'll kill all ye.
You'd better do what they're asking.
I have no idea what they're asking.
No quarter, matey.
Just give me my 5 gold rings and get out.
Did you hear that, mateys? She wants to steal our earrings.
What? No. It must have been some sort of misunderstanding.
And she ordered us out. Bad hospitality, that is. Rude is what it is. So rude. Rude! No quarter, matey. Yo-ho! Let's take her with us. She could be our swabby.
Swabby? What's a swabby?
I don't know.
She can wash her skivvies.
Skivvies? What are skivvies?
We'll keep her on the poop deck.
What? No. Hedda, do something.
I can't, Your Majesty. They have swords. I'm not stupid.
Gustav, do something.
I'm coming to save you, Your Highness.
Let's wrap her up.
What? No. Gustav, hurry.
Not to worry, Your Highness. I'm on the way.
Now we're taking her for ransom. Let's get her here. Let's get her out of here. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, ladies. Was that the queen?
That was the queen, taken by the pirates.
Gustav, where did you get those pirates?
Pirate Jack is my cousin. He owed me a favor. Now, let me get us some Christmas grog from the kitchens.
The kitchens are this way, Gustav. I've never seen them move so fast.
So the pirates were asking for a ransom?
Unfortunately, what with the birds, the swans, and the geese, there's no money left.
It could be worse. We could have the money and she'd be back.
Only one thing could make this day better.
If only King Aethelfred were here, that would make the perfect Christmas.
So, while I was looking for the kitchens to get some grog, I must have taken a wrong turn.
Oh, Gustav.
I found myself in an unfamiliar part of the castle, and then I found the dungeons, and then I found...
You found me! I was locked away by the queen so she could seize power.
Ring the bell so the villagers know that King Aethelfred has returned.
King Aethelfred!
Oh no, you don't have to do that anymore.
We saw pirates running through the village. What's going on?
King Aethelfred! Please, everyone, get up!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
We would now like to introduce our youngest students in the school.
The preschool, kindergarten, and grade 1 class singing Ring Ring the Bells.
And If You Can't Wait for Christmas.